Hello guys, another update. The last video I told you guys that I was gonna try them outside because it's a different it's a completely different sound you will get outdoors than inside. Most of you guys already know. Uh, and outdoors you lose a lot of bass. You need a lot of extra bass to move air. Move sound. So I have bad news and good news. The good news is I'm gonna keep it. The bad news, I realized with the 18 and the 15 on top, it sounds a lot fuller, especially for outdoors. It really pushes the sound. It sounds fuller, sounds better, and obviously bigger speakers they're gonna sound better, especially outdoors in a noisy environment. I have a highway passing by, so it was pretty noisy. But the conclusion that I came, most of the music that I play, it's older music, Spanish music. It doesn't have a lot of bass. So this one, it does the job. Especially I put them both of them together. I mean, they do the job. They get clear sound out. It's not harsh. When you push it pretty loud, then it starts getting harsh. But then you have to lower the mids and the highs a little bit. But I think because this unit it was designed together, it's perfectly matched the bottom to the top. It's completely time aligned. They time align it. The volume is completely matched. So it's like one whole unit where somebody dedicated the time to make it work as a unit. And with the sub that I got, this is a different brand. Sometimes there's a little bit of time disalignment, and it doesn't sound right. Uh, 18s they're 18-inch subwoofers. They're good, but I think they sound a little muddy. They rumble. Sometimes the box makes more noise than the actual music sound. And and then the two-way speaker, it's older technology. It's pretty hard to match the tweeter with the lower end. Sometimes you can hear like honking, the sound. It does the job, but this one, it doesn't have a tweeter. It has 4-inch speakers. So most of it produces a lot of mid bass, so not so much of the high frequency. So it becomes pretty natural and with enough mid bass. And some of these units, sometimes you have more clarity because of the tweeter, but it can become very harsh, especially at high volumes. Well, there's no perfect sound, but already dealing with the 18-inch uh, subwoofer already packed it. I'm gonna return it. I already have a backache. Uh, Lifting, I put all the sound outside. And I tried it for like 3 hours, different sounds, different speakers. Some specific songs it sounds great with these, and then some other specific songs sounds really good with the 18. Uh, like the Dancing Queen, I sounded better with the 18-inch subwoofer and the 15 top. Uh, so I'm gonna be selling the HD 45As. I'm gonna put them on Facebook if you're in the LA area. If you wanna buy them, they're pretty good speakers, but just not for what I do. So conclusion, I'm keeping this one. I really like the sound. I've been low volumes. It sounds pretty good. I was looking for a sound like this for many years. I tried so many two-way speakers with subs, but I always feel like they don't match each other. The sound is like you hear the top doing something and then the bottom doing something else. Just my personal opinion, but I think nowadays, I guess we are not as strong. A lot of the men they're not as strong and as before. People before they will carry 18s. It was like the standard, but I think nowadays everybody's going with the 15-inch. It's like tighter bass, more defined sound, and I would probably rather buy a third one if I need more sound. But I'm not going back with carrying the 18-inch speakers and 15-inch tops. Obviously, if you are doing concerts or something like that, I'm talking about the small party DJ. This is where uh, I'm not an expert in sound. It's just my opinion of what I seen. I know there's guys that really know about sound, and I'm wrong what I'm saying, but that's my outcome. I'm sorry. It was a win. Any DJ starting, I will definitely uh, guide you to buy something like this, even though it's expensive, but it's something that you're just gonna buy once. Obviously, I'm hoping it doesn't break very soon, but it's pretty portable. It gives a nice sound, even if people are like standing really close. It's not gonna hurt their ears. Right now, I had an extra pole and I made it short. And some occasions were for small parties, or if you're DJing on a podium on a higher how you call it, kind of like a theater when they put you on the stage. Uh, if you need to have them the speakers on top, it doesn't have to be so high, and you can use you can probably I would not recommend you to cut them the originals. I would recommend you to just buy extra ones, and I cut them with the bandsaw, and that gives me about 5 feet, almost 6 feet, and I can go a little bit higher, especially for small parties. And definitely, that's another thing that you want to add if you have this system. Why did I choose these instead of the what is it, Maui 44G, the G44? Maui is the what is it, the LD Maui 44G G44. Uh, why I Even though I listened to it for a couple of hours in Guitar Center, the pros of the Maui 44G, definitely the lower end, it's pretty strong. The bass is definitely stronger. The mids and the highs, they're pretty it's pretty warm. The sound it is not harsh. So this one it's a little bit uh more hard. Like it has more highs and mids. The other one sounds more like a bowl sound, very warm. You can probably put your ear like right in front of it. It doesn't hurt your ear. It's pretty warm sound. That's the very pro. It does get loud. Uh, that's the pro, and it definitely sounds. I mean, looks better in the sense that you don't see the pipe and the wire, and it's actually taller. It has high definition Bluetooth. This one doesn't have anything like that. Uh, you can have it wirelessly. Another sub when you're using Bluetooth. That's another pro. And it has a lot of DSP. The sounds, the music comes out pretty processed with the DSP. It's a newer technology. It looks nicer, you can say. The negatives of the Maui LD44. The first one is actually the base is about 80 pounds, 60 pounds, 80, but definitely it's bigger and heavier than this. And I'm not really into getting so big and woofers. I would probably rather go than probably 18 if I'm going that route. The top, I listen to it in Guitar Center. I push it really hard. Uh, when you push it hard, the sound it sounds very processed. So like with a lot of DSP, the music doesn't sound so natural. I think it's good for like new music, new hip hop music, a lot of anything probably 2000 and newer. The music doesn't sound very natural, and when you push it really hard, because that one it actually has a tweeter on the very top, it starts getting distorted pretty bad, and the mids everything collapses the sound. It sounds very bad. This one, when you push it hard, then it gets the sound comes out pretty nice. You push it a little bit hard, and it sounds good. If you pass that, it only gets really you lose the bass, and then the top it gets pretty loud, a little bit distorted, and the highs become really harsh. Not so harsh, but very loud. But this one definitely the sound travels further away. Uh, as far as the sound, I like this one better. It's when you're pushing it to louder volumes. Low volumes, I really like the LD Maui G44. It's pretty smooth sound, but to me it kind of like a home theater speaker. I don't know. It doesn't have that pro look of a DJ. Then the other negative I see, it's I mean this is a relative a new company. I seen some other older columns from LD, and some of the plastic on the little woofers are getting dry, and they're basically uh, they getting the plastic around the little woofers kind of they dry it out, and it starts coming out in pieces. So it's a newer company, it's kind of like the first models that they came out. So I don't know how good is going to be on the long run. It has more digital stuff, more things to break. That's my opinion. Maybe I'm old school, but once you're dealing with a lot of DSP on the back, more digital stuff. Probably you might have like firmware updates, well, something like that. But I'd rather go more something more basic. And then the Maui G44. I'm afraid at some point those magnets where you connect the columns, they're gonna lose connection. Like something's gonna happen where it's not gonna make connections because it's kind of like a new system. It's not very easy to replace if you're losing connection because it has some contacts at the bottom. So it basically sends the sound up. It might probably last very long, but we don't know. That's I was a little bit afraid of something. You doing it every weekend, so it might wear out, and then you start losing connection. And this one, I mean, this you can probably find this cable anywhere in a DJ store. You can get replacement. The speak-on is something you can replace. That's what I went end up going with this one. I feel like it's older technology, but I find it more reliable, and I find it a little bit more portable. It comes with the wheels. You don't have to pay extra for the wheels. Comes with the handle. I know those wheels, they don't last very long. And yes, I didn't go with the white one because I don't only do weddings. I do all kinds of parties, and I'm not the best guy like keeping their stuff clean and nice. So I didn't want it to look all dirty because it's white. So I think it's safer go with the black, just personally. But anyways, this thing when it came out it used to be 2,500, 2,500. That was the retail price. Now they raised the price to $3,000. And this is a 7-year-old speaker when it came out, but people are still buying it. I wanted to give you a quick tip. How I got a big discount on this one. Technically, I got you can say $600 off this unit, and I bought it from Guitar Center. How did I do it? A quick tip. I done some business with like KDJ. I forgot the name, but it's one of those online stores. Uh, they when you subscribe, they give you like 20% discount, and then you contact a representative from their company. You give them the model that you want, and you ask them, "Hey, can you give me the lowest price for the unit?" And I actually bought speakers from them, so the guy already knows me, and I was gonna buy them from them, but so he gave me a quote for 2,500. This one, and supposedly in the county that I live, they're not required to charge me taxes. So it was gonna be 2,500 out the door times two, 5,000, compared to $6,000. So plus tax. So that would have been about 1,600, $1,600 discount just to buy it from them. No charges on KODJ, something like that. I mean, they're pretty good if you want to reach out to them. Uh, KOPDJ, something like that. They're based in New York. You can find them online. If you want the guy's info, I can give it to you. You just have to request it on the comments. So I got the estimates, I was like, well, still expensive. And then he gave me a discount if I wanted to get the bags, the covers, like pretty good discount because they're pretty pricey, the bags for this unit. It, with the discount for the pair, it was gonna end up to be like 350 for the pair for everything. So it was like, oh, it's a pretty good deal. But I was still on the fence if I was gonna like this unit, and I didn't want to order it, and for some reason I didn't like it. I didn't want to like take it all the way to UPS and send it back, hoping that I will get the money back. Maybe not. I'm not. I haven't really done this like returning stuff by mail, so I'm not very good. So yesterday I went to Guitar Center to give it a lesson again, and I liked it. I listened to it for like 1 hour, 2 hours, and I know one of the guys there. He does. I live in the LA area. I actually went to the kind of like Hollywood store, not the Hollywood store, but it's a nearby one. And he used to give me pretty good discount. Uh, so he told me, hey, can I help you? And I just thought of asking, hey, can you guys match a price on online? And previously, I asked this question before, and they will say, no, we can't do that because so many reasons. But then this guy, like, he was like, oh, let me try. And he talked to the manager, and they said, well, the lowest I can give you is 2,500, but you will have to pay the taxes. So that's another 500. And I told him, well, you know what, you don't have to give me all the discount, probably a little bit extra. And they're like, okay, well, I cannot really go any lower, but how about we can give you some accessories? And I was like, okay, well, I need some cables. Not that I need them, but that's the only thing I thought about. So basically, I ended up getting two 25 feet long Mogami Pro wire cables. They're around $120 each, so it was like $220. So basically, they gave them to me for free. So basically, I ended up paying $300 more than online, but I got him right away. Not that I need him right away, but I got him right away. And for whatever reason, and within 45 days, I decide not to keep him. I always have that easy option to take him back. So that's why I went with Guitar Center, and even though it was a little bit more expensive. And plus, I want to create a little bit of relation. I mean, I already have a relationship with some of them. A lot of time, I know another guy. He gets me 20% all the time, but he was not in town. So don't pay full price for your DJ gear, especially in big ticket items. Asked around sometimes. In some of the guitar centers, they have like a GC Pro, Guitar Center Pro department. Ask those guys, and I mean, this is a quite a bit of money. And ask them like, hey, can I? But don't. They told me you cannot just go to the store and say, hey, I want a discount. If you for sure you want to get a discount, you have to prove it. Either show them a price from a competitor, or a estimate or something like that. A invoice from a online company. Then a lot of times they will respect it. If one of the employees says no, we can't do that, don't believe that guy. Go to the manager, because supposedly their policy is they have to match the lowest price advertised of any other competitor. That's the kind of like Guitar Center policy. But if you come there and just ask for a discount, they're not gonna give you anything. But anyways, just a tip. Uh, if it helps you, if you plan on buying quite a bit of money in gear, uh, try that out. I never pay retail prices. At least I will get 10% off. It's like you can always take your money in many places where there's discount. Anyways, guys, so far I'm happy with this unit. I feel like I'm not gonna break my back so much anymore. It's gonna be simple setup. So thank you for watching. I will have more videos regarding speakers and audio, and I'll see you on the next one.